Today we're going to take a close look into one of my favorite high-value home theater receivers, the 7.2-channel Yamaha Aventage RX-A2A. What I enjoy most about a quality multi-function home theater receiver is the versatility of inputs, outputs, configurations, and the ability to play not just good movie sound, but also music. I'm going to cover all you need to know about this receiver, from specs to its several wireless connectivity options, detailed room calibration abilities, its premium DAC, how it performs against other receivers in its class, and much more. Okay, first I'll tell you about the RX-A2A build and where it falls in Yamaha's lineup of amps and receivers. For many years, we've carried a variety of Yamaha home theater receivers, stereo receivers, and integrated amps, so we have a strong familiarity with the kind of quality and sound you can expect in their products. Personally, I've always been a fan of Yamaha gear in general because I appreciate getting good sound and reliability at any price point. But the distinguishing factor in this particular home theater receiver, which sets it apart from many others, is that it's part of their Aventage series. If you think of it like Lexus is to Toyota or Acura is to Honda, Aventage series AV receivers are meticulously designed with careful craftsmanship to deliver an exceptional audio and video experience. These receivers bring studio-grade sound and sophisticated video enhancements to your home. Yamaha carefully thought out every electrical path, every part, every piece, and every material to maximize performance. The result is the ability to reproduce the most subtle details of your music and movies so that you can enjoy a truly high-quality audio-video experience in your home. The RX-A2A has every bit of that extra panache you'd expect in a more premium line of products. Without getting too exhaustive, which I certainly could do since Yamaha has truly packed this receiver with loads of great tech and capabilities, I'll cover some of its most notable audio features. First, power. The RX-A2A employs fully discrete power amplification for clean, dynamic sound. The 7-channel amplifier is rated at 100 watts per channel into 8 ohms. It features Yamaha's intelligent amp assignment, which is designed to automatically assign its amplifier channels to certain speakers depending on what speaker layout has been selected and the type of content being played back. While this receiver of course shines in its home theater sound delivery, I'd be remiss to not cover its impressive capabilities in the music listening sphere. Not only can you combine this receiver with Yamaha's MusicCast wireless streaming speakers sold separately and enjoy a whole home wireless audio system, but it also boasts premium stereo features as well as for a more dedicated 2-channel listening experience. First, the high slew rate amplifier. Slew rate measures how quickly an amplifier can respond to a rapid change of input level, which contributes to delivering a precise signal transmission and is especially effective with high-resolution audio signals. Second, anti-resonance technology, or ART wedge, is a fifth foot in the center of the chassis base. What it does is dampens vibrations from the power transformer, power transistors, and heat sinks, as well as vibrations that might be caused by the sound from the speakers in order to provide dynamic, focused, and accurate reproduction. Last but not least, and my personal favorite touch, Aventage series AV receivers are built with a high-quality 384 kHz 32-bit Burr Brown DAC that supports high-res music files such as FLAC and DSD. Pretty sweet for an AVR at this price point. I love that high-res and precise listening is an option in this receiver, but if you're less interested in that and more interested in convenience, the RX-A2A also supports wireless music streaming with Spotify Connect, TuneIn Internet Radio, and a suite of music services within Yamaha's MusicCast app, including Tidal, Amazon HD, SiriusXM, Qobuz, Napster, and Deezer. If you still need more streaming options, the RX-A2A has you covered with AirPlay 2 and built-in Bluetooth. Cool side note, it can also act as a Bluetooth transmitter and stream its non-Bluetooth audio sources out to most any Bluetooth headphone or speaker. Okay, let's get to this receiver's many surround sound features. Though the built-in amp is 7 channels, you can connect up to 9 speakers. The receiver will just determine which 7 speakers need amplification. You can do this in setup by choosing from a variety of amplifier speaker layout configurations the menu offers. Speaking of speaker configuration, here are the several ways you can utilize the RX-A2A to its full home theater capability. 7.1-channel or 5.1.2-channel surround, Dolby Atmos in a 5.1.2-channel configuration for adding those super cool overhead effects, plus a second zone, 7.1-channel plus a second zone, and a 5.1-channel biamp configuration if you'd like to feed your front left and right speakers more power by reassigning the rear surround channels to power those instead. An important note if you choose not to use Atmos height speakers in your setup. The RX-A2A offers Dolby Atmos height virtualization, which provides immersive audio without height channels or overhead speakers, creating virtual height effects in a 5.1-channel, 7.1-channel, or 2.1-channel speaker arrangement. This technology applies carefully designed height cue filters to the overhead audio components of your content's soundtrack before they are mixed into your loudspeakers to create the sensation of sound above you. Pretty cool. So, with many speaker configuration options, how can you be sure your preferred setup will be tweaked to sound great for your space? The answer is YPAO, Yamaha Parametric Room Acoustic Optimizer Automatic Speaker Calibration, which you'll access when initially setting up the receiver. This system analyzes your room acoustics, measures speaker characteristics, and adjusts unwanted reflected sounds to optimize every channel of your home theater. Yamaha includes the YPAO microphone needed for calibration in the box. Quick inputs and outputs overview. There are 7 HDMI inputs supporting 4K at 120 Hz and 8K at 60 Hz, a front panel USB input for connecting a thumb drive, a moving magnet phono if you've got a turntable, an optical and coaxial digital input, 3 analog audio inputs, and an Ethernet input if you want to hardwire your router. For outputs, in addition to your speaker terminals, you've got HDMI eARC, front speaker preamp outputs, Zone 2 preamp outputs, a front panel 1/4-inch headphone out, and dual subwoofer outputs. Now, how does the RX-A2A stack up against other 7.2 home theater receivers around that same price point? Take the Sony STR-AZ1000ES for example. It's a bit more limited on inputs with only 6 HDMI inputs and no phono connection for a turntable, but it adds a second HDMI output and it's expandable to 3 zones instead of 2. Its rated power output is less, at 70 watts per channel versus 100 watts, and Sony doesn't offer proprietary Wi-Fi speakers like the Yamaha MusicCast ones I mentioned before. The Denon AVR-X2800H is another popular alternative. It's very similar in power, features, and sound, but the Yamaha edges it out just slightly when it comes to DAC performance. One of the biggest differences is the respective wireless multi-room ecosystems. Yamaha uses MusicCast and Denon uses HEO, so the choice may come down to which compatible multi-room products you intend to use. Unboxing and setting up the RX-A2A is simple and well guided, thanks to Yamaha's on-screen prompts. All you have to do is connect the receiver to your TV, then follow the visual guide as it walks you through your settings, speaker placement, and the all-important speaker calibration process. I also love having the option to use Yamaha's free MusicCast controller app, which allows you to control the receiver and the rest of your MusicCast multi-room audio system, if you have that gear, from your compatible Apple iOS or Android device. Also, you'll be able to control basic receiver functions such as power, on-off, and volume up and down from the MusicCast controller app. You also have the ability to quickly select the room or rooms you want to listen to music in, select the source or sources you want to listen to, browse music content from the music library and online music services, plus control music playback functions. What don't I like about the Yamaha RX-A2A? Honestly, not really anything. This receiver is an awesome value if you're shopping for an upgrade to what you have or want to start out with elevated sound and future-proof features. It truly is a standout receiver in its class. If you have any questions about this receiver, other home theater gear, or anything else, feel free to reach out. And as always, thanks for watching.